Did you ever wonder what do we do when we see these lumps and bumps and fatty growths and tumors, warts and skin tags that often appear on our animals as they get older? My name is Dr. Michael Dibb, and I'm a holistic veterinarian here in South Florida. I offer in-person consultations to people in the West Palm Beach area, and I offer phone consultations nationwide and internationally as well. Well, the answer is going to be probably surprising to many of you who typically will have these lumps and bumps removed and biopsied so that hopefully they don't spread elsewhere in the body. But the holistic approach to approaching these lumps and bumps is actually totally different from the Western medical model. In fact, in energy medicine, with systems like homeopathy and Chinese medicine and acupuncture, disease starts at an energetic or a vibrational level where there's a mistunement or an imbalance of energy flow in the body that leads to illnesses such as these lumps and bumps. No matter what illness occurs in the body, it often stems from deep energetic imbalance. That's where disease starts. It then manifests in the biochemical and physical world that we then see as symptoms or pathology in the patient. So we want to take that approach to lumps and bumps with our animals as well. Now, when we see lumps and bumps in our animals, we have to look at it as a state of whole body toxicity. That's the first thing we look at. Now, the toxicity can come from vaccines over the years. They're a big culprit in lumps and bumps and tumors and cancer. Also, the overuse of pesticides that we've spoken about in previous videos, flea, tick, and heartworm medications, overuse of wormings, and of course, the poor quality diets. All of that leads to a state of toxicity, and of course, being exposed to an increasingly toxic world in the air, in the soil, and in our water supply. So toxicity is a major factor of why we see these lumps and bumps in our animals. So of course, as I said, the initial response is to remove these lumps, get them off as quickly as possible. But however, we call that approach suppression in holistic medicine. In other words, you're removing the evidence of a whole body problem rather than addressing the cause of it by thinking that by just cutting off a part of the illness or disease or the lump, that we're actually going to be improving the health of that patient. And nothing is farther from the truth. When we remove these lumps and bumps, often what I see down the road in these animals, even if they're quote unquote benign lumps, what I see is that animals will then develop internal disease. As I said, the toxicity goes deeper in the body. That's what we call suppression. It'll occur at levels of the liver or the kidney. We'll see liver, kidney disease, or chronic digestive issues develop as that toxicity manifests deeper in the body. And of course, we may see cancer deeper in the body. I can't tell you how many animals over the years in traditional practice that I've seen that have had these innocent skin tags and bumps removed when they had a dental done or some procedure. And later on in life, they'll develop malignant cancers deeper in the patient that have a totally different name. Cancers of the spleen or the liver that are much more difficult to handle than simple lumps and bumps. So the suppression is definitely something I've seen over my 30-something years of practice. So how do we treat lumps and bumps from a holistic perspective? Well, we want to first start the animal on a good liver kidney detox, okay? Because again, a lot of these animals are toxic. And so we need to start with an herbal cleanse with certain herbals and botanicals that you can add to the diets that can help with detoxification. A lot of times just doing that will actually lessen the size of the lumps and sometimes even make them go away. Homeopathy plays a tremendous role in treating these tendencies. Often homeopathic remedies like Thuya is a big remedy, which often deals with the effects of vaccines, since vaccines play a big role in fatty tumors and other type growths in animals. And then there's often necessity of using a sequence of homeopathic energy medicines over many weeks and months to bring the body back into balance. And very often these lumps will actually eventually decrease in size. At first, however, you may see inflammation and discharge around a lump. Now, clients will often think the disease is getting worse, but that's actually the body's attempt at trying to restore health and balance and heal itself. So we don't want to interfere with that. So homeopathy, using herbal detox blends, as I said, liver kidney detoxes, and finally, a species appropriate fresh meat diet. Can't stress that enough. Food is medicine, and let medicine be thy food, is what Hippocrates, the father of medicine, said. And as we've said in previous videos, diet itself can do amazing things when we see these lumps. And so that's the approach. Try to stay away from, again, removing them, biopsying them, even telling what type of tumor it is. That really doesn't matter to the holistic practitioner. We treat the body the same as a whole, as a state of toxicity, as a being with individual symptoms that needs individualized care. So I'm Dr. Michael Dim, and I'm a holistic vet here in South Florida. And I welcome in-person consultations to my clients in the South Florida area, as well as phone consultations nationwide. Thank you very much.